The Xbox One X is Microsoft's answer to the PS4 Pro. It's a faster, iterative version of the original Xbox One and last year's Xbox One S redesign. Promising games with 4K visuals, HDR, and smoother frame rates, is the Xbox One X worth buying? We tell you. In terms of looks, it's similar to the Xbox One S. The internals, however, tell a different story. There's a new cooling system, 12 gigs of RAM, a 2.3 GHz AMD Jaguar processor, and a 1TB hard drive that has around 780 GB of usable space. In a box is a controller that's similar to what the Xbox One S ships with, along with trials for the Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live. Before we could check out games on the Xbox One X, we were treated to colossal downloads. Microsoft developed games, such as Halo 5 and Gears of War 4, had us downloading all the game files all over again, of around 200 GB instead of their update files due to the company's inconsistent and erratic download system. Third-party games like Diablo 3, HITMAN, Assassin's Creed Origins, and Shadow of War fared a lot better, simply letting us download their Xbox One X updates. As for the games themselves, Halo 5 in 4K looks sharp. Be it in multiplayer or single player, it is a treat to play. The lack of HDR due to technical reasons, according to developer 343 Industries, is a minor issue, but that aside, it's a marked upgrade over the 2015 release. Gears of War 4 lets you choose between quality visuals up to 4K at 30 FPS and frame rate at 1080p at 60 FPS, along with some graphical enhancements. It's a welcome leap from the 2016 original. The option to choose between frame rate and resolution extends to third-party titles like HITMAN, which shines over and above its PS4 Pro and PC release, sporting more consistent frame rate and smoother gameplay. Rise of the Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy XV, and Assassin's Creed Origins all benefit from the added horsepower of the Xbox One X as well, making the Xbox One X versions of these games the definitive way to play on consoles. In other titles, the difference was to the point where it fixed issues we faced when playing them for the first time. MAFIA 3, for example, saw terrific games in terms of a higher frame rate and enhanced visuals that trounced what we played on the Xbox One S a year ago, living up to its HDR and 4K billing. Trying a host of games on both a 4K HDR TV and a regular 1080p display threw up interesting results. The benefit of a sharper 4K resolution translated well even on a full HD screen in titles like The Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of War. Even LA Noire looked great regardless of the screen used, thanks to the Xbox One X super sampling of the 4K assets in these titles down at 1080p. In this regard, HDR proves to be a bigger incentive to upgrade. Lighting effects in some of Star Wars Battlefront 2's scenes and Assassin's Creed Origins' take on ancient Egypt are some stellar implementations of the technology. Of course, it varies from game to game, though those that have implemented HDR seem to have done a good enough job to justify splurging for a 4K HDR TV. This isn't all. You can play select games from the original Xbox such as MechWarrior and Crimson Skies and Knights of the Old Republic, with support for more on the way, while games from the Xbox 360 are playable too. Now, while this feature exists on the Xbox One and One S, few games like Halo 3 and Assassin's Creed have visual upgrades and enhancements that are exclusive to the Xbox One X. It's a nice nod to Microsoft's legacy and makes the Xbox One X closer to the PC with an unprecedented level of backward compatibility and visual flourishes to boot. Our grouses are few. You need a fast internet connection with a generous bandwidth cap, or FUP as it's known as in India, and we found ourselves not being able to install more than 15 to 18 games on the 1TB hard drive, which means you'll need an external hard drive sooner rather than later. Even if you buy games on disk, you'll still need to install all that data on the Xbox One X hard drive, a decision the company stuck with since the Xbox One's launch in 2013. Should you get one? Well, it depends if you can find it. The Xbox One X launched globally earlier this month for $499, and at the time of recording this video, Microsoft India has not announced a release date for India or a price just yet. If you buy it on the grey market though, you can find it for 45,000 rupees. If you own a 4K TV or plan to get one and have a good enough internet connection, it's well worth considering. If you already own a PS4 Pro or a PS4, it could shape up to be a decent complementary system, provided more developers support it in terms of enhancements. All in all, the Xbox One X is possibly Microsoft's biggest hardware triumph in recent memory. It's a nod to its legacy and forward thinking, all in one compact package. For all things gaming, you're already in the right place. Stay tuned to Gadgets360.com for more.